Hi, Vieira with stockmarketlive.tv. Well, today I have wonderful news to all subscribers in Platinum, our most popular service, and higher, including hedge funds, institutions, and we are going to address one of the companies which we have been discussing live in real time since IPO the very first day. That is precisely the case with Twilio, discussing and helping you to make millions of dollars. I initially also helping non-subscribers, as you are aware, without any problem whatsoever, by initiating coverage of this American company, strong buy at $25, and giving it initially a price target $45, and this we were the only company in the world with a very specific price target, and the only one, in fact, correct since the very first day about Twilio. And then during the course of 2016, on weakness and ahead of earnings, we increased the target on Twilio to $59.50, substantially, and heading Twilio to conviction buying list, and therefore helping you as an investor, a subscriber, to even make by far more than you expected. And therefore, I'm going to show you here the stock chart, live stock chart, that represents the investment process since IPO, and that you are very well aware of as a subscriber. And therefore, please refer to this chart here. And this chart is very important because today we are going to discuss a change of rating in Twilio. And this change of rating in Twilio, it was communicated to you in real time using Yammer as a collaborative tool, where you are informed, as well as on live streaming trading, about changes of ratings and important comments. And this has been precisely the case with Twilio, initiating a block short position at $67.50, and the most recent one at precisely so far the top, downgrading to strong sell at $70.50. Okay, you have what I'm going to say is very important because you just log into your account on Yammer and you have a screenshot in real time posted to your account with Twilio when Twilio, the share price got to $70.60. So far, the very top in Twilio. So we have right now a strong sell rating in Twilio. I'm going here to exhibit the investment process in Twilio since IPO. Very simple, discussed also with non-subscribers live on the blog of the company. And therefore you have it here. World Best Trader Live offers millions of dollars. This is what I have been doing since the very first day. If you follow my personal guidance in the markets, in particular in this American company that I'm very well aware of, so I told you everything that I knew, and I'm pretty sure what is going to happen also going forward, and therefore the objective here is to continue making lots of money and to help you to maximize your return on investment and to remain very happy with the service. And therefore, once again, the confirmation that you don't need too many stocks in your portfolio. Twilio, one of them, but not many. So focus on what you feel comfortable with. And I repeat that I know very well what is going to happen in Twilio. So my most recent change of rating in Twilio, I repeat, downgrading to strong sell for the first time. So going forward, we have a short position in Twilio. And the reason is very simple, is that I consider at that point, at $70, Twilio a bubble stock, all right? So Twilio at $25, it was obviously a strong buy, I told you so. But at $70 when everyone is buying Twilio, due to the existing trend in place, I do consider that everyone else is wrong about Twilio, and it is time to sell Twilio and to go short the stock. Moreover, you also had here myself live on the website, on the web, on Twitter, on that same day, that shares of Twilio traded to $59.50 to 62, selling shares, and the fact that Twilio has been moving higher since then, we do not consider it a bullish case. Quite the opposite. We consider it very bearish. All right. So I see Twilio as a bubble. I do recommend a very large short position in Twilio going forward, and I think that Twilio is going to break. It's just a question of time. It's going to break its uptrend to the downside, and once it breaks the uptrend to downside, which is represented here by the blue line, you just have to extend it. Therefore, if you want to assume a short position, obviously you have to do so, as I recommended live in real time on strength. And then once it breaks the downtrend to downside, I think that the stock is going to crater. The share price is just a question of time. And when, it does not matter. I repeat, strong sell, very large short position, and according to the methodology, investment methodology that is described in detail in the basic training course, you don't have any risk whatsoever. And the reason you don't have any risk whatsoever is that this stock is not going to $100. You have very large accumulated profits since IPO, and therefore the recommendation to reverse to the short side. Okay, so I'm very explicit. I'm not going here to give you a downside target. I will not be surprised to see Twilio crashing immediately within a couple of weeks or so to, for example, $48 or so. The Twilio at this price, I repeat, when it is going to happen, it does not matter much. If you want to trade options, it is up to you. You don't need to. I do recommend a very large short position, but this stock is going to crater, is going down, and once it breaks the downtrend to the downside, it will trigger a panic selling, in my personal opinion, given also the characteristics of this stock, one of them which we used precisely to predict the share price was going to zoom. I'm referring to the float of the company, and the float also, it is one of the factors that we consider that will also trigger a reverse of the trend in place. And also, my friends, I cannot be more explicit. In my personal opinion, the Americans are buying Twilio at this point. All right, so they didn't want to buy Twilio at $25. For example, I repeated here over and over that Goldman Sachs was completely wrong about Twilio with a $37 price target, giving it a neutral rating. So Goldman Sachs and all those American idiots, they missed completely the vast profits investing and buying Twilio. And you know, recently, or you have just seen the fact that the Twilio is making new highs. It does not correspond to a bullish trend, but in fact to a reverse of a trend, in my personal opinion. Also, it does not matter where the top is going to be. If the top is not $70 an hour or 73, it does not matter. Strong sell rating in Twilio. You had your information when to invest, when to buy shares in Twilio on IPO at $25, $26 an hour. Friends, at $70 you are not going obviously to buy Twilio. That is completely ridiculous. You are going to sell Twilio if you have not done so, and you are going to sell short the stock. You are not also forced or obliged to sell short the stock if you don't want to, but if I downgrade to strong sell, probably it is a good idea that you protect your long position at least, or to use a trailing stop, okay? So, I repeat, you have all the information also on Yammer, and I don't think that you need anything else, all right? So I'm going back here to position myself, and I'm going to wish you good luck going forward investing in Twilio. Thank you.